Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to take a look at the crash that just happened in the market. It's funny how things change very, very quickly. It's not something that we didn't know. So, yesterday as well, we talked about, uh, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, when I did analysis, Bitcoin was sitting at around $71,000. We were waiting to actually get in there. But what happened after that? Before that, I showed you guys this wedge that if it's going to break, we're gonna actually head even further, which my target was around 76 to $80,000. Now, what happened was that you need to learn from my mistakes. You need to learn from somebody else's mistake. That's faster. Okay, everybody makes mistake. I also make mistakes. It's not that I don't. Now I'm gonna show you that I made loss. A lot of people doesn't show you, but I'm literally gonna show you how much loss I made. But you can see that after, even before this breakout happened, we entered at $68,000, and I put it in the WhatsApp group, which is the link below if you want to join. Yeah, we got this trade and it went to $74,000. So you can see that later on when I posted, which was yesterday, by the way, I couldn't come live. So this was yesterday. If you want to follow up the updates as well on X, you can do that. So you know what's happening. So you can see in this chart that all this time I have nailed every single move. What happened here? First of all, I didn't take profit. That was the reason. I was waiting for my target. Usually I don't do this, but it was night. I wait for the daily candle close. When the daily candle close happened, I had to sleep. The sleep cycle has changed. It's Ramadan. So yeah, that happened. Then the next day, when I saw that the price went already down, I tried buying just a very small amount here. Then it crashed even more, which it came back to my break-even level. Then I bought again. I bought, but then tonight, after the candle close, which I was there, I saw it that it's pretty bad, and I sold at 67,406. Then I posted here as well. So yeah, then I give you guys the update that it's quite possible that it's gonna go down. Why? Because it lost this trend line. The bullish scenario was that if we go higher and it would hold this trend line, but I'm gonna show you that it has lost this trend line. Well, there is a very slight chance of it holding if we just put it a little bit lower and take all these lower bands, so it looks like this, which I can always re-enter. So where I got out was here. I sold at 67,400 last night, which you can see it's still below my price of entry. But that's what I think after today's this candle that got rejected in 4 hours. I still think there's a lot of push toward the downside, because the things that are currently happening in the world, it can take it back down. It's temporarily, but for me, I had to get out. It was 3% loss, not so much, but yeah, every other time I have gotten 5%, 7% every single time in this chart, if you see. So yeah, it really doesn't matter. I literally sold around break even, but because I did these other entries, it brought my average a little bit higher. So yeah, don't do the things that I did. But Alhamdulillah, I'm still fine. There wasn't such a big loss. It happens. Like, does it hurt? A little bit. It hurts. Because you spend a lot of time. Like, it took an entire week, But as you guys know, I am not attached to money. So I can lose sometimes, then I can make it again. As far as I can tell, my analysis was correct. We went in, how much profit? 8% profit. I didn't take 8% profit because I became greedy to let the market push just a little bit to go to 76 or $80,000. That greed made this happen, and I had to sell and 3% loss, which it's fine. Yeah, now what are we going to do next? Now, the other thing that has happened is the US dollar chart. Right now, it is on a level of supply. I am tracking it just in case I get a sign. Maybe, what is today? Is it Saturday? Not Sunday. I have forgotten the days of the week, literally. Um, yeah, so you can see that I'm still tracking this after it reclaimed back this level. It was obvious, and I did tell you guys that it's quite possible it's gonna do that even before it happened because of this demand zone, even before it happened. And also one of the reasons is we didn't touch 9% for the second time, so it's quite possible it's gonna go there. But I'm gonna enter again with confidence if this line is broken in US DT chart, or if we get a good rejection around these prices tonight. Let's see what's gonna happen. So if you want to see how I trade, you can join inside the Halal Portfolio community on WhatsApp and also on WAP. The links will be below. Join our community. It's a lot fun there. Yeah, let's go and check Bitcoin dominance. Well, Bitcoin dominance again, it pushed a little bit, but you can see it's showing some weakness. This doesn't necessarily mean that we are getting some alt season. We can get, but remember when did the market started actually dumping and Bitcoin went up? It was around here on September. So at least we should take this completely, like take it over, like the price should fall below 57 or even 55%. Then we can expect some sort of altcoin rally. I don't want to call it alt season because if you go and search on YouTube, a lot of people, unfortunately, because of clicks, because to get you hooked to their videos or to their channels, they keep talking about alt season. But since very long time, yes, I also made a mistake once that I said that it's possible that it's going to happen. Yeah, and I'm sorry for you guys because that's not how the market works. Alt season literally means that Ethereum should break all-time high, but the moment it didn't, I also told you guys to get out. So yeah, I don't come and tell you something that doesn't make sense or it's a lie because it's market. You don't know what happens. I always say that only Allah knows what happens in the future. What we can do is we can think of probabilities. How much money is flowing into market? Is it overbought? Is it oversold? Is it on a demand level? Is it on a supply level? Then we can trade according to that. And it's basically like, it's truly the hardest thing in the world. But if you can pull it off, it is quite rewarding. That's why I keep telling to everybody that even if I take a lot of entries the day before yesterday, I went all in on Bitcoin. You see, because the entire time that Bitcoin was around this consolidation, I was there trading it instead of being afraid, instead of thinking that something else is gonna happen. All this period of time, I traded it. I took this whole move twice. Like I took it once from here to here, then from here to here. because of being cautious, right? It didn't make a breakout around $69,000 then, but even before breakout, because I found confluence, I entered. So it's very, very important to think of the market this way. And these sessions are important for you to come and see how I trade. You can even come and tell me you said this and it was a lie, it was a mistake. I will go and double check that. If I made a mistake and I did it unintentionally, because intentionally I don't come and tell you anything. I don't do the things people do, because there is a lot of way to actually do it, to come and tell you lies, to get the likes on social media, but that's not who I am. So I'm gonna tell you whatever comes on my way. These trades are literally my own trades. That's how you can learn. If I lie to you, if I show you something else that it's not, first of all, alhamdulillah, I don't have that habit. But I emphasize on this because there are a lot of people. Trust me, one of the reasons that I made Halal Portfolio was this, that my friends were getting scammed back in Afghanistan. I'm not living there right now, but I know so many of them. They bought so many things, different coins. They spent thousands of dollars. I even know they have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in Afghanistan. Can you imagine? And they have lost it. That was the reason, one of the reasons why I keep teaching. Like, I started teaching. Even before Halal Portfolio, I was teaching my friends. I was showing them. Literally, I was going live like this. Not in like YouTube, but yeah, I was showing them that this is how you can trade. Trade based on supply and demand. Go and do a lot of backtesting. Go back in history. Go anywhere back in history. Use this replay button. Go back in history. Put your supply and demand zones and keep trading. That's how you can at least, but do it in high time frame. Don't go even lower than 4 hours. Do it in high time frame. But if you listen to me, just don't go lower than daily, because whatever daily says, it's quite possible it's gonna happen. I have written an article about it. You can go to joinhalalportfolio.com and read why everything happens on daily basis, and it's much accurate. You can actually make a lot of money if you trade on the daily candles, not on 4 hour and 1 hour. You can use it 4 hour, 1 hour to find more confluence in the market, to find more trust, to see if obviously the daily chart should support that. Then you can enter based on 4 hour, 1 hour chart. Otherwise, I do not recommend you to, because most of the time it's being manipulated. That's how exchanges make money. Basically, to get you out of the market, they make money. So you keep trading, they make money. But if you make money, obviously they also make money, but you win here. That's the point. And the reason why I say that this strategy is the best that I teach is because it is an institutional strategy. Banks use it. And institutions, like people with millions and billions of dollars, they use it. And it's not a magic trick. It's simply supply and demand. And it's in every business you can find. It's in all the services you can find. So there's nothing that you don't know about this. But yeah, you can learn it because it's very easy. You literally find the discount places to enter and you exit, and the overbought places. Yeah, that's basically that you do. So now what do I think? Where am I gonna enter on Bitcoin? I'm just gonna give you the update on Bitcoin because I've already taken a lot of time. We're gonna cover altcoins inshallah tomorrow. Nothing's gonna happen. The market is not gonna go anywhere. Tomorrow is Monday, so one entry is at $68,300 if we see a breakout, like but the thing is why I still don't think it's gonna happen. But if it happens, we will have to track every single thing on the top of that. So these things actually is now making the market become more scary and not even happen like that. But let's see. So one is this: if we get an entry here, the risk ratio reward will be very less, but I may or may not enter based on I see how long it's gonna stay. Look at these guys. 12% if you count here. Yeah, 11.93%. Right? So in order for it to do something like this, it had to break this trend line. In order for market to give you moves like this, which every time it did, and I kept telling you guys that I've got it. I even got this a small one. And I got this one too. This one not so much. I got like 0.79%, which is still fine. Like my position was big on Bitcoin. But that's the thing, yeah. Then this one was large. Sorry, I did take this one, I believe. Which one I took? I don't know. Yeah, I took from here to like here, which was I think that much, which it made me exit here, and I was being cautious. Then I let it do the breakout. Then I got it. That's the thing, guys. So in order for market to give you these moves, you need to wait for it to fall like this, like this, like this. Every time it keeps falling in a structure, it has already it has done that. But there's one catch that everybody might be missing, as we will enter if it does something like this. At least it should close above 68,700, then we can enter, because it has just lost this yesterday, both of these levels. The only level it's holding is this one. Maybe it will do something like this for a while. Then if it breaks, then it's also a very good trade. It's quite possible it's gonna break this one and move directly here. What basically it means, we need to see some sort of price action back here in order for me to enter, because after this zone was lost, I am not gonna take any entry. And the other scenario for it to go down, which I think likely it's possible, so more like better than this scenario, I support this one, that the price will eventually come down and people would think that okay, we are gonna go up from this support, then it will push even further down. Then we have this one, okay, this entire zone, $63,000 to $62,000. Then we have all-time low, which is sitting, not all-time low, you can't say that, like the recent low that it happened, it's below that. So after a very long time, we're coming to reach here. Then it's quite possible I'm gonna enter here, or after the breakout here. So this is the exact roadmap that you guys can follow if you wanna follow it. But if you wanna see the notification on your WhatsApp, you need to be part of our community. Then I can tell you that. Okay, so this is it, I think, for today. We're gonna cover altcoins, inshallah, next time. By the way, one thing I didn't mention was that overall I lost 3%, but the Bitcoin's loss was 2%. I actually diversified in a very good manner on Zcash, but then this one, Zcash, actually made me much more loss, because you can see that my entries were here, both of them. I didn't take profit here. I even bought a small amount here, then it did this to me. And I got out last night at $203, which I lost 8% in Zcash. But if you calculate the risk management I did, Zcash wasn't, how much of my portfolio was Zcash? My phone is not with me. I think it was around 12 or 15%, not more than that. So it didn't hurt. The same amount collectively, I lost the same amount that I lost in Zcash. I lost the same in Bitcoin, but collectively it was just 3% of my portfolio. So it's nothing. I'm gonna recover it inshallah in one single trade in Bitcoin. So yeah, that is it for today. This is the update. I don't think anything else is gonna happen other than these scenarios that I have given you. So watch out for either of this. A break toward the downside, a retest could push the price further down. A break above $68,000. Even if Bitcoin does anything else here, we might enter above $68,000 later. And yeah, discount levels 63 and 58, $59,000 would be much better to take these trades, because it's quite possible we're gonna follow this scenario again. You can see every time it has happened, and it's quite likely that this is no different than these places. So watch out, because it can literally do something like this. Who knows? You're allowed to do that, because that's mathematics, and it's very easy to do as well. You're not gonna put your money on risk. You're gonna do risk management too. That's how I trade halal, and that's how you can too. Inshallah, I have a lot of things that is coming in the future. If I'm alive, you're gonna see those coming. We're gonna do a lot inshallah together. So if you like the content, press the like button so it reaches to more Muslims. And if you guys have any questions, you can tell me in the chat while I'm here, because in 2-3 minutes it's gonna be iftar time. Then I'm gonna have to end and run. No questions, guys? Then I think see you inshallah next time.